Greetings everyone, today is January 3rd of 24. This is Jarko. I'm gonna make a small appearance here. Hi, and wish you a happy new year. I hope that it will be healthy first of all, and then of course productive, fruitful, with many figs this season. And for this season we already have a first official ripe fruit. Technically it is a fruit from a previous season, but it just happened to be picked today on January 3rd. And if you watched any of my videos, especially the video on Black Madeira ripening on 4th of July, sometime earlier in a past season, I kind of predicted that I will eat Black Madeira on 4th of July. And luckily I made that video, although I did have even fruit ripen maybe 2-3 weeks prior to that date from both Black Madeira and Preto, Craven's Craving, very similar varieties. I did fulfill my prediction on that day, and then after that I thought about another challenge, and so I said, what if I could possibly have a fruit ripen for New Year? Eating a fresh fig for New Year, that will be something, right? So I placed about 25 trees or so into my grow room in a basement right now. And during the past couple of months, majority of those trees had their fruit either ripen, and so I did a tasting review. And it just happened that the last one standing right here is another Black Madeira. This is a Madeira Island Black, a strain which is very similar, if not the same as Black Madeira. And it has ripe fruit. I will show you this fruit up close. There was another fruit that dropped on December 28th or 9th, I believe. And I kept it in the fridge for now. So we're gonna open both of them and see what kind of quality fruit we're gonna have. And I should also say that from the experience of trialing this common fig in the past 4 or 5 years, I find that this plant species is extremely suitable for manipulation when it comes to the growth pattern cycle, which means that I could possibly, and I'm pretty confident that I could produce a ripe fig of particular variety, let's say this tree, any day during the 365 days with, of course, some work involved and correct environment that I will have to change. And this kind of just proves that it's possible. So I don't know if I'm gonna choose another date. Maybe you're gonna give me another challenge. We'll see. So, but I do find it that it's a very, very interesting species to work with when it comes to the growth, changing of a growth pattern, the cycle. And so let me just now show you this fruit up close and see what it looks like. Very quickly, there is another tree here, Nuestra Señora del Carmen, that I am extending the season for now. So this is the fig that I will pick. I did left it on a tree for the last 3 days. I could have picked it even maybe on New Year's. Just I wanted to be more ripe, and I waited till it's dry now, at a point when it's shriveling. It's smaller, and although the neck seems quite hard, so I can possibly even leave it for another day, I'm gonna pick it at this point right now. Okay, and it came very, very easy. Also, let's see, oh, maybe this leaf. The tree is getting tired now, and it's becoming entering dormancy. You can see by the leaves they are yellowing. I did also raise it so it gets closer to the lights. Okay, so we have a leaf pattern and the actual fig, and this is the fig that I picked about 5 days ago or so. We'll see if it will be any of good quality. It stayed for a long time in the fridge, and also was starting to dry up while on a tree, so that also enabled it to stay in a fairly good condition in a fridge. Let's take a look of this Madeira. Black Madeira, or actually Madeira Island Black. Well, I must notice that the size is now much smaller since it's shriveling. The skin is getting now more harder, drier, kind of cardboardy, or maybe like a paper. Ostiole, the eye is only maybe 1.5 to 2 mm. Brown scales. Color is more black purple at the top here, and then goes into some brownish, very dark maroon color, some white or green spots, and we can see the striations and the wrinkles. And the neck is just like any of the black Madeira, kind of wide. It reminds me of Col des Dames. Let's weigh it. (24.5 grams), and the smaller fruit is 16.5. This will be a mitten style, like a hand glove or a mitten, winter. Let's cut it open. Okay, and let's do the... Okay, let's show the first fruit. It did not ripen properly. However, I do find that even these fruits can be very, very sweet. They do not look completely at the bottom ripened properly, but the top looks pretty jammy. And this one, again, it is a very odd time for it to be ripened under the lights, so the quality of the fruit will not be the same, of course, of a tree that was under the sun outside and ripened under the ideal conditions. But we're gonna check it out. I'm gonna just make a nice presentation here. Like that. Don't want to stop the video. All right, let's taste it. Madeira Island Black. And the color is very, very deep, dark red. Yellow seeds. Seems quite dry. There is no juiciness, especially the bottom part. You can see also that the skin is getting very, very thin and dry. The upper part is more moist, more juicy, has more moisture. Let's see. Very nice. Not the best black Madeira that I tasted, but it is quite a good quality. It does have more acidity than a regular fruit during the year under the sun, of course. That's the first thing that I'm noticing, but the taste is still, the flavor is still very complex berry flavor. More deeper tones of the berries, can taste both blackberries and blueberries. This time has more raspberry since that acidity, and of course some strawberry, and mixed with black mulberry or figgy flavor. The honey this time seems very dry, I would say. Mixed, I can taste more berries than honey. And the sweetness, I would say that it is about 25.6 maybe, around there. Let me see if I can scrape a little bit of skin at the bottom. Again, I like the skin on black Madeira when it's very dry. I usually pick my fruit when they are at the end of ripeness, just before they go bad, before they start fermenting. I like them very ripe. And this one, at that time, the skin becomes quite dry and crunchy. I like that experience. Gives another texture to the pulp. Alright, let me just check the refractometer. Okay, it's zeroed. Okay. And let me take a look. It is 22.5, so a little bit lower than I thought, but again, this could be the skin factor. When I eat the whole fig, the skin is what it's the sweetest part usually in a fig, especially when they are drier at the end, like very ripe like this. And so I'm gonna taste the skin again. Yes, it is crunchy and sweet. If I could extract any moisture from that dry skin, this probably will be closer to 28, I would say, maybe even sweeter, but because of the dryness I'm unable to do so. Still, the whole overall experience with the pulp and skin together, it's very pleasant. It is a good quality fig even at this time of the year. Alright, I'm glad that this one was successful. And oh, let me just taste really quick this smaller fruit. I'm gonna cut the bottom just to see what it is. Also, very good. It's still sweet. I would say Well, why don't we just check really quick? Okay, I'm gonna just wipe this off really quick, because I think that pulp on this smaller fruit can be even sweeter. Again, I'm gonna extract this upper portion of the pulp. There is not much. But it wasn't spoiled. No fermentation. Very dry. Alright, let me check now. And yeah, this one is almost 26, 25 and a half, let's say. Alright. Well, this was Black Madeira, or Madeira Island Black, on January 3rd. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.